to the McDonald through the counter and order a burger and a French fries. So here come the stakeholders. The main stakeholders are your cook, cashier, crew member, manager, customer, and POS. So the cook is mainly the who's going to serve the order to prepare the order for the customer. The cashier will take order from the customer and input the selection into the restaurant computer system so that it can further proceed and give the receipt. The crew member will perform the task, call out the customer order number, and customer will go and crew member will give them their orders, what they have ordered, like French fries or burger or coffee, anything. Here customer, as you know, the king, as a customer is considered as a king here, because without customer then no order would be exist. So customer is a main here. Well, manager leads shift every week to make sure customer get a fast and accurate friendly experience every visit. So that's then BO system is a main system here to connect the order between customer and customer and menu, to connect the customer and the menu together so that the further the order can be proceed. And yeah, it uses a system to how would you like to pay, whether from debit card or a cash or a credit card. So here is my use case. You can see that where customer went to the McDonald's restaurant and it line up a queue. The menu displays in the screen, create order, everything that's done here with this queue. The main stakeholders here are customer, chef, cashier, and crew member. And this following process will take place in the in the counter where you order your order, where you create your order. So here I have you pick up the two use cases and describe it deeply. The create order. So here's a create order. The POs on night trading order is done by the customer. So it's a brief description. The actors involved here, the customer and the cashier. So the menu display on screen related use cases. So you can see the precondition. The flow of activities diagram is the base here. So how the customer will order the screen request the order, create order in order items, order based on the quality, order submitted. And we'll go from the flow chart and that's it. Then come about the order complete, second use case which I have picked. The order is completed by handing the package to the customer. The order is completed by calling the number of the invoice. Actor related here are customer and a crew member, because they are the main who will proceed the order. So here's the full flow of activity of this gate. Waiting for the pickup, customer is waiting for the pickup, and the system called the order for the pickup to come and pick up, and then the customer go and pick up and check the quantity of the order and leave the McDonald's. And when the system update that is order is completed. Then now comes the domain class diagram. So here I have described the domain class diagram. I have applied the two ops concept here: aggregation and composition. So as you know, aggregation is a weaker type of composition. Aggregation is a weaker type, whereas composition is a stronger type. Aggregation is a whole part where the relationship component part exists separately and can be removed and replaced. So here you can see the aggregation, which is a weaker type, which can easily be removed and replaced. Whereas the composition is a part where the parts cannot be removed easily. So here is a composition where the order cannot exist without order items. So order items is important. If I remove the order items, it won't exist. In the order won't exist. Whereas if in the aggregation tab, if I remove the menu items, the customer would exist. So this is all. Then I applied the generalization about, and then the user design model, which I have done this. about the code. So the first of all, what I have done, I have used the 4 testing system here. First of the unit testing about the each component of the use cases which I need to describe and so I have described the methods. This unit test of the individual methods class or component before it is integrated with each with other softwares, and then I have done the unit testing about the each and each component or the use cases and methods which I have used in this process to build up this process build up this scenario. Sorry. Scenarios. So integrating testing is a test which is done by the behavior group of methods or classes or component, parameter, value, time, exception, everything I have done here. And comes the system test, integration test, which is use here or an entire system to check whether the code has a problem or it's going well. So all these have been uses in the system performance about the system, that speed is throughput, no error is shown. And so then the user testing is it determined whether the system fulfills user requirements. So I have done here whether the user fulfills the system requirement, if the customer required anything, whether it has on the system or not, or the menu item. So here is the my code. So let me display here. So here is in my NetBeans in which I have done my code and created an array list for the items which I want to order the menu and the items, and then here's a main class which is used to describe. So let's compile and run this. So it's compiled. So here you can see the output. Here comes menu, cheeseburger, French fries, and drink. This is the code display to what you want to order. If you want cheeseburger, then it's a 5.25. So that's what that's all my scenarios of based on what I ordered from McDonald's. Thank you.